Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. Oh my goodness. Dressed up for the occasion, not just because it is our good friend Moose's birthday, but also because we are making the man, the myth, the legends version of the Mai Tai. Is it the real Mai Tai? It is not. It is not. I clung on to the belief that there was a chance that Donn Beach actually did invent the Mai Tai for a while, and then I had to, like all childish things, had to let that go. But there are people out in the world that still believe that Donn is the creator of the Mai Tai, even going so far as to putting out in multiple books this exact recipe that is the recipe for Donn the Beachcomber's official entry into the Mai Tai contest, better known as Donn's Mai Tai. So we're going to be making that. It is different, certainly, than the Trader Vic Mai Tai, certainly. It has similarities, certainly. It is close. Did he have this drink created before the original Mai Tai? Nope, not that one. Answers.
I know.
Oh.
We don't know in this country. We don't know.
We don't know in this country. We don't know. We don't know in this country. We don't know. I have no idea when this drink came about. It doesn't show up on a lot of his menus. It doesn't show, in fact, on any of his menus that I could find. But he does call it a Mai Tai, and we got to give him some credit for that, don't we? We got to give him some credit for that, don't we? Absolutely.
We don't know in this country. We don't know.
We don't know. And we'll never know. Dang it. Kyle, this is my fault. I don't want to be yelling at you. But, oh, this is fine. Oh, they fit together. Never mind, Kyle. We're going to use a mix match set today. We're going to be shaking this cocktail. Obviously, there's a lot of lime in this one. Grapefruit as well. What? In a Mai Tai? That seems odd. That seems a little off-putting. Will it be any good? Also, grapefruit. No cinnamon syrup. No Donn's mix. A perfect opportunity to throw some Donn's mix in there. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Kept it nice. Kept it clean. Kept it easy. And also, and I will say this with a little bit of a little disappointment, and I don't want to be disappointed in my boy. Love the guy. I got pictures of him back here. There's a picture of him right there. Love Donn. 1 ounce of booze. Get over yourself. You know, I don't mean to dig up the dead and kick him in the shin, but 1 ounce. We're gonna bump that up a little bit. We're gonna do a little rearranging of what he's got going on. So let's get into it. We're gonna start over here, obviously, with an empty little cup. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. And we'll put them in the it's page 30 in the Donn the Beachcomber book. This is look, Lulu speaks a little bit of Butopian as well. We have a person that watches the shows named Butopia, and he speaks in these. Are these acrostics? Acronyms? I don't know what you would call these, but it doesn't type out the whole word. But I speak a little Butopian, and DB, I believe, means Donn Beach. This right here is a cutter. Oh, yes, the Phoebe Beach book. I got that book. I don't want to find it. Oh, it's right here. I got it. Boom. Ready to go. It's page 30, you're saying? I didn't find it earlier today. Oh. The original Mai Tai. It's in there. It's in there. This is 1.5 ounces. We're going to go with 1.5 ounces and then 1 ounce of Cuban rum. That's what we're going to do. Okay. We're in a good spot. Okay. Let's get into it. We're going to start with cheapest ingredients first. That's important to us because we don't want to make a mistake and then screw up this entire process by not having the right stuff. We're going to start over here with a lime and then... There we go. Lime. Chuck got a little bit of history for us. Donn kept insisting he invented the Mai Tai, even sued Trader Vic over the copyright. That is very true. And here, since we got the book out of here anyway, he wrote him a little letter. And so, my own words, Trader Vic finally settled the question. Oh no, wait. Where's the letter? There's a great letter that he wrote to him, where he said, "You're a dork. I invented this thing." Not in those words, but very similar. It did do it. Anyway, okay. Well, the two of them, despite what I recently taking a class on Jamaican rum, and in this class, this very nice bartender, very nice bartender, a London bartender, really seemed like a nice enough guy, kept referring to Donn and Vic as good friends, and I just have to say, not from what I understand. Now, I wasn't there, but this bartender wasn't there either, so we don't know. We don't.
I
We
know.
don't know in
Maybe.
this country. We don't know. We don't know in this country. We don't know.
We don't know in this country. Maybe in England they do know, but in this country we don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and squeeze some lime in there. We're looking for about 3/4 of an ounce of some lime juice. Why not? Maybe a little less. We'll do half an ounce of lime juice. We'll do it the right way. Kind of an unjuicy lime. These are not limes from our good friend Tito. These are in fact limes from Tito's cousin without a name. Our neighbor was very nice and dropped off a huge ice cream tub full of limes the other day. I think just to rub it into our face that they can grow limes and we cannot. But we appreciated it. And I'm going to drop off a cocktail to them later. Next thing we need in here is one of Donn's very favorite ingredients. Absolutely, this guy loved a good grapefruit. We're going to open it up. We're going to see, is it pink? Is it white? We've only ever, oh, it's a pink one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Pink grapefruit versus white grapefruit. Shall we chat about it for a second? I think we shall. Pink grapefruit has unfortunately become an awful lot of garbage. Pink grapefruit has become garbage. When you are bottling pink grapefruit, usually, and I don't want to go after a whole corporation, so I'm not going to name them, but you know, a large juice corporation in the world makes sort of garbage juice, and it's not their fault. They're just trying their very best. But they don't make good grapefruit. If you cannot find a white grapefruit to make your white grapefruit drinks, do not, and let me just put this out there, do not go buy pink grapefruit in a bottle. If you need white grapefruit but can only find pink grapefruits, the fresh ones, that's fine. You'll be fine. It's not going to throw the whole thing up. You're not going to get killed. It's not going to even we'll do a battle box about it. Highly doubt that you can even tell the difference between a white grapefruit and a pink grapefruit when you're only putting 3/4 of an ounce of either one in there. So I don't know. I don't know what all the hubbub is about. Use fresh grapefruit, and it doesn't matter what kind of the grapefruit you got. So Chuck has got a thing. I like to add some grapefruit bitters to pink grapefruit, makes it better. There you go. Ruby red, Texas grapefruit is awesome. Texas ruby red. And now I assume ruby red is the style of grapefruit and not the brand that you can buy, right? Ruby red. Yeah, ruby red grapefruit. Listen, grapefruits are great. Grapefruits are spectacular, and a fresh grapefruit, hardly anything better than a good fresh grapefruit. There we go. Really just getting everything we can out of here. We don't want to waste any of this grapefruit. I think this grapefruit only cost me $8 or $12, so it was expensive. I could not buy all the rum I needed for the month because I bought this one grapefruit. So we're gonna get every bit out of it. Let's put the little topper back on here. Perfect. And we need 3/4 of an ounce of some fresh grapefruit. If you're gonna buy grapefruit in a bottle, find the white stuff. For some reason, it's just better in a bottle. Pink grapefruit, not so good in the bottle. White grapefruit, pretty good in the bottle. But fresh grapefruit, anything you want. 3/4 of an ounce of this stuff. There we go. Bootopia, not a brand, a variety. Love that. Quit rubbing it, Doc. Oh, quit rubbing it in, Doc. Oh, gosh. Okay. Will do. Oh, well. Somebody was talking about, here in New England, a tub of limes would be about $28 grocery bill. Easily. Here, listen. I live in California. I believe we invented the lime. That's not a fact. I just believe we did. But anyway, Still an incredibly expensive fruit for some reason, the lime. Seems like it should be simple. It is not. All right. Falernum. We are going to be using our homemade falernum. Oh my goodness. What a day. Oh my goodness, where did it go? Uh-oh. I reached down here to grab my homemade falernum. I'm still down here. Don't worry. I'm still here. What do I do with my homemade falernum? Kyle? Kyle? Hold on. This refrigerator's not that big. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. I put it somewhere. I'm all wrapped up in here. All right. Well, we're not going to be using that then. We're going to slowly look for a bottle of. There it is. While we find the homemade falernum. Oh, did I? I don't think I ever. Here's a little update. We did find the Italicus. It was right here the whole time. So we did find the Italicus, but the drink that we made in the meanwhile was also very good. Not a lot of falernum. Falernum, of course, taking the place in this drink of the orgeat that would go into a normal MAI TAI. We don't need a lot of this, all right? Just about a 1/4 ounce. So this is falernum, John D. Taylor. Excellent. Doing great. I'm going to put this back where I look for it first, but that means I got to trade places with something here. There we go. It's supposed to be on the liqueur shelf, but I don't ever put it back there, and that's not the way to go. Make sure to point out to guests using grapefruit cocktails doesn't mesh well with a lot of medication. That is true. That is true. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I have 2 grapefruit cocktails going out there. All right, well, we'll think about it. That Italicus bottle is almost empty. Yes! Fun little fact. I am currently trying to put together a competition cocktail for Italicus. So we're going to have to buy a couple more bottles of Italicus. What else do we need? More. We need more. Simple syrup. Just a splash, just to help out the falernum in here. Just about a 1/4 ounce. Really, we just need a splash, maybe even a short 1/4 ounce. Bloop. Doing great. Doing great. Hanging in, hanging out. Now, the recipe calls for 2 different rums, and we're going to use them. We're going to use those 2 different rums. Okay, found it. Velvet falernum. Definitely shouldn't have been up here. We're going to put this back where I look for it too. We're going to put it up here until we find a spot for it. 2 different rums. 2 different rums. We need a Jamaican rum, and we need a Cuban rum. I don't have a Cuban rum. So instead, we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to reach down here for a Jamaican rum. This is our big honker, Appleton Estate. Pretty nice, pretty decently priced, I believe. We're going to go ahead and put in 1.5 ounces of our Jamaican rum. Lots of different Jamaican rums you can use for this. Certainly lots of different Jamaican rums you can use for this. But the signature, it's for a home bartender. It's so cheap, and it does everything you need it to do. If you want to get the Appleton 8, it's a really good mixing rum. More expensive, but definitely a good mixing rum. Until this bar, starts making money, until I can finally get a customer in here. I don't know why the customers just never come. Probably because I'm not on any map or open. I'm never open, would be the reason. And then we're going to throw in, instead of the Cuban rum, we're going to go with some Demerara rum. A little Dem. Why not? Whoo-wee. When we say Puerto Rican rum, I don't know why I was just yelling that. When we say Puerto Rican rum, what we're normally talking about is a Spanish-style rum. Spanish-style rum made of molasses. It is column distilled, and then it is put into a barrel, normally to get some age on it. That's what we're looking for, right? Demerara rum, it's got a lot of that going on. So we're going to just a 1/2 ounce. 1/2 ounce of an aged rum, let's call it. Perfect. All right. Now, this is a nice drink. This is good. Do what you want with this. Very, very nice. This is specifically called Donn's Mai Tai. And very difficult to make a Donn drink. Oh, well, one second. Let's start an argument over here. Apple lemonade doesn't work for me in most drinks. It's one note profile for me. Oh, there you go. I didn't say that. It was Shawnee P. Shawnee P. 12 or 15. Use the 12. You're only using half an ounce. Use the 12. A little cheaper. It's not gonna blow your mind. Oh, one second. That was Moose commenting that, so I should just say Moose's birthday. Yeah, you use the cheaper one. Honestly, Moose, if instead you have something like Bacardi, that will also work. Just use Bacardi. Super simple. Okay. This is a Donn cocktail. Donn had a signature. Most people do. He had a signature for drinks, though. He would put in something called herb stirra. Herb stirra. And it's very simple to make. You don't have to do it beforehand. You just have to do it afterwards. We're going to take some of this. This is Angostura Bitters, sponsored by our good friend Amy Beer. Thank you, Amy Beer. We're going to put in a few dashes. How many dashes? You decide. And then we got over here from the Nordstrom's. This is our absinthe. We're going to put in a few dashes of this. Yes, I do think that Shawnee Vanderbaker has a pretty sensitive palate, but that's good. It's what you want. It's what you want until it ruins your life. I don't think it's ruining Sean's life. I think, in fact, he's doing pretty well. So, Sean, as they say everywhere, keep on keeping on. Ice. We're using our whiffing cubes today. There we go. Lots and lots of ice. You can see little pieces sticking up. That's what we want, obviously. And give it a shake. Ready? Cool bartender trick. Oh, it's smoking. Hard to see from there. All right, now we want to serve this one on crushed ice. This is crushed ice that we have right there. That should be fine, but it's a Donn drink. We're gonna make some crushed ice. Oh, there goes that. Lots of ice. Don't melt on the floor. Lots of ice. Will we get more? Lots of ice. Beat it with a hammer. We're going to take this guy. It's called a Lewis bag. Who was Lewis? Guy who hated big ice. Crushed. All right, grab a glass. See how we did. The book says cracked ice the size of a dime. Uh-oh. Went a little too heavy on that. Oh, it's about dime size. There we go. Nice, crushy ice. That will let's keep this here, and then we'll just remember it. Kyle, it's up to you to remember that. Otherwise, we're going to come in here in 3 days, and it's going to be a big old flood. Here we go. Let's get this out of the way. Oh boy, look at that. What a color. How's our wash? Oh, just a little too much. A touch too much. Dougie G bought a mallet and a Lewis bag, used it once. Yeah. Yeah, I can see how that works. Honestly, if you have a refrigerator that just gives you crushed ice, much easier to use it that way. But, you know, I got to do a show, so I got to show off a bit. All right. Drink calls for mint. We'll put the mint next to it. Mint's not looking great. I was unable to keep my mint going. So instead, we will get one of our little frozen pineapple fronds here. Rip that off. Throw this in here. Oh boy, look at that. What a day. Look how very, very tropical that looks. Throw those in. Also throw a cherry into this guy. This is, yeah. It's newish mint. It's newish mint. It's not the newest mint that there's ever been, clearly. But it's not... It hasn't been there long enough for it to look like that. I don't know what it is about me, but I hate mint, apparently. I'm going to throw our little cherry right there. Throw this here. And boom. Grab a straw. Perfect. From Surfside Sips. Our beautiful straws from the company Surfside Sips. Thank you, guys. Put this in here. Oh boy, oh boy. And look at that. Look at that. What a drink. What a thing we have right there. Should we spin it? Let's spin it. I think this one's worth a spin. Oh, way too much. Yeah. Oh yeah, look, you see it from all angles. My goodness. What a drink this is. It's a spinnable Mai Tai. Does the spinning affect the flavor at all? No. No. One day we will work on a drink that is affected by the spin. One day we will do a battle box on a spun drink versus a non-spun drink. But for the most part, spinning doesn't affect the drink, in case anybody was wondering. I don't think you were. Cheers. This is Donn's Mai Tai. See, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I hate. Oh yes. Right. Cheers to Moose here. Cheers to Moose. It's so good. It doesn't have all the pop that a regular Mai Tai has. No, Amy, I have not. I was supposed to do that today and I forgot about it. I'll do it right after the show. Doesn't have all the pop that the Mai Tai has. I think what it's missing, I think we got to bump up that falernum a little bit. We got to get that falernum going a little bit. I think probably bringing back the lime juice a little bit, let the grapefruit do a lot more of the talking. This is why we're making this, so that we have a plan for when we plan to serve this one at a venue. So it needs to be a touch more sweet. I think instead of just regular simple syrup, some Demerara simple syrup would be good for us. More Angostura, same amount of the absinthe will do well. But the rums are really nice. The Jamaican rum works really well in here. And I think then we could probably even get away with doing my favorite combination, which is Martinique and Jamaican rum. It's still really good, though. It's still really, really good. A big fan of this. 2 full ounces of some rum, as opposed to the 1 to 1.5 that it normally calls for. Yeah, I am. Turns out, I am a fan. We can adjust it. Let me just see where I went wrong. Let me just check. Oh. I knew it was wrong. There's another ingredient that goes into this, obviously. Let's bring everything out. And let's give it a little shakeroo. There's another ingredient that goes in this. And we forgot it. Just completely forgot it. Just wondering why I was tasting a little off. tastes a little off because the ingredients are wrong. We're gonna put this back into a little thing right here. We're gonna add half an ounce of some orange liqueur, some orange curacao, if you will. This is Clement Creole shrub. It's not an orange curacao. It's a little different. That should be. It's already really watery, so sometimes, sometimes we forget ingredients. Oh boy, look at that now. Gotta get a new cherry because I dropped the last one on the ground. I have to stop that with that habit. There we go. Oh boy, it even looks better. Yes, Chuck, I did miss the curacao. I really, really did. Which is your favorite, Donn's or Vic's? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Amy? Or are you talking to Moose? Probably Moose. Okay, Moose. All right, let's see how we did now. So, okay, all right. I knew I'd miss something. Do you taste it and you think, this isn't right? That's not right. That's not the way it's supposed to be. That's why we taste drinks before we send them out. If you ever see a bartender pull this little maneuver, get another straw. There you go. You ever see a bartender do this little maneuver? It's because they're tasting the drink to make sure that they didn't forget anything. I had forgotten something, and now I have not forgotten it. It is in. This is much better. The other one was not very sweet. I'll be honest with you, Lulu. For my preference, I would have to say that the real Mai Tai is a better, more balanced drink, right? However, I do think that there is a lot of merit in this one. It is very tropical. It has, it's much more rum forward. I think that this one tastes much more like a real, honest to goodness tiki drink would taste. We all know what I'm talking about, right? Tiki drinks have a specific taste. You taste a drink, you're like, oh yeah, that's certainly a tiki drink. This has the drink has more of a punch, a situation going on. The 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 strong, 4 weak, and a little spice make it nice. It has that going on. That being said, I think that the original Mai Tai is a more balanced drink. This one is more for the tiki files. The Mai Tai, the Trader Vic Mai Tai is more for everybody, right? It's more inclusive. Everybody, if you're looking for a bridge to get on to Tiki Island, that bridge would not be made out of this drink. That bridge would be made out of the Mai Tai. But once you're here, I like this one. If somebody had a Donn's Mai Tai versus a Trader Vic Mai Tai on their menu, which would I order? I would order the Donn's Mai Tai 9 times out of 10. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I would order the Donn's Mai Tai 9 times out of 10. I think that this is the way to go for people that are looking for people that are already deep into the Tiki experience. This would be the way to go. I'm sure I'll get letters about that. Double the orgeat and out the simple syrup. 1944. It's the most perfect Tiki drink. Not a subjective opinion, but a fact. Oh, there we go. I did not know that, and honestly, I should read more. Yeah, I think that there are certainly merits to both of them, but I like grapefruit. I like absinthe. There's no absinthe that goes into the real Mai Tai. This one is just, it's a more interesting drink. And oftentimes when we're having a Mai Tai, we're not that interested in interesting, right? We want a Mai Tai. We want that good, well-mixed rum We want the orgeat to pop. We want all that stuff. I think that the Mai Tai is a very well crafted drink. I would order this one. And I would not order it if you don't put the orange curacao in it, because that was not great. And I was a little nervous for my boy there for a minute. But then, you know, you go to the Book of Chuck, and it's a perfect tiki drink. So we don't know in this country. We don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Anyway, that being said, big fan of both of them. To be honest, I think I just like drinking, and that might be the issue with the whole thing. So whatever you put in front of me, there's a good chance I'm just going to drink it. What's the difference between Jamaica, the Jamaica versus blended rum such as Appleton Estate? Well, I can tell you a little bit about it. The Jamaica is the Plantation's Jamaican blend. Now, I don't know, because they spell it Jamaica, if they have the proper allowance to use Jamaican rum on their. Jamaican rum has to be, let me tell you what it's got to be. It's got to be made in Jamaica. It has to be aged in Jamaica, and it has to use Jamaican water, right? And it can have no extra sugar added to it after distillation. That makes a Jamaican rum, right? I don't know if Plantation, their Jamaica blend, is doing all of that. I don't know if they're making it on Jamaica. I don't know where Plantation's making their rum. But the Jamaica blend is also going to be like almost all Jamaican rums. It's going to be kind of a blended rum there. The difference, they're both going to, yes, sorry, Chuck, that's right. It's Plantaray now. I'm not going to get on. I'm not jumping on that board. Plantation rum. Yeah, the difference, I don't know the difference between those two specific ones. Appleton Estate is a huge maker of rums. There are lots of different types of rums that come from Appleton. Ray and Nephew is in the same categories, in the same distillery as that whole thing. Appleton rum is very much into making Jamaican rum the Jamaican rum way. Whereas Plantaray is very good at what they do. They're very good at blending, but are they doing it exactly the same way as Appleton? No. So taste. I would say taste. Donn's Cinnamon Mai Tai adds a little extra spice to make it all nice. Might be nice with a little grated nutmeg as well. Yeah, Donn's Cinnamon Mai Tai uses Donn's blend, Donn's mix, the cinnamon and the grapefruit all together. So that might do well. I think that the added the extra spice in this one is very nice with the Jamaica is 100% pot still. Well, that's good. So are most. No, I don't want to say that. Never mind. I don't know. We don't know in this country. We don't know.
We don't know in this country. We don't know.
Got to admit when you don't know. I'll look into it. But honestly, I think the Jamaica is the Jamaica is 100% pot still. A lot of Appletons are also in the double retort pot stills. That's how they do it. They have 5 double retort pot stills on their in their thing. But I'm sure that they also have some column stills on there too. So I don't know. That's a big question. And
we don't know in this country. We don't know.
We don't know in this country. In this country right here, we don't know. That's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. Oh my God, we went so long. Thank you for so much for showing up to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush, and we will be back here on Thursday because a lot of Appleton is both pot still and column still and column pot. Column pot. Yeah, it depends. It depends. Dr. Joy Spence, who is the master distiller for those guys, has an unknown amount of marks. Marks are what happens after you have distilled all of the stuff, and then she just like keeps them in little vats, right? And then she ages some of them, she doesn't age some of them, and then she blends them. Now, Appleton does have a lot of pot still, but they also have a lot of unpot still. So let's take a trip to Jamaica. Yes, road trip to Jamaica. Oh, I hate to break this to Chuck. It'd be tough to take a road trip to Jamaica. We're going to have to bring a shovel. We're going to build some roads. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush. We'll be back here on Thursday, where...
But that's not what we're talking about.
Where that's not what we're talking about. And that's, I think, an important part of the show, is that that's not what we're talking about. Joyce Spence is a goddess. Got to meet her. Very, very nice woman. Until next time, I thank you so much for tuning in. And very happy birthday to our good friend Moose, who wakes up at like 2 a.m. every morning to watch this show. And we hope that he sticks around for forever. I would have done it once and then slept right in. But not Moose. So thank you, Moose. Happy birthday. Until next time. Oh, isn't there a bridge? Oh, dang. All right, well, if there's a bridge, road trip. We're going to Jamaica. Until next time, guys. What do we always say? We always say... we always ask this question.
Are you Dr. Jinga Janga?
And then we say...
Are you trying to drive me crazy?
But for the most part, we say...
Bye!
Goodbye.
Well, maybe.
Why don't you take a picture of the light plugger? Why don't you take a picture of the light plugger?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Give me your biggest, strongest, cheapest drink.
Have a drink with us.
How about that drink? What did you do to my drink?
Okay.